Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Network, and we're doing our 1962 replay. This is April 14, and it's the New York Yankees at the Detroit Tigers. I have yet to set up the lineups. So if you give me a moment to get my coffee, I will be doing that. Okay, I got my coffee and I'm gonna just coast into this gently and set up this game. Oh, good morning, Bob. Glad to see you. Yep, the Yanks are 0-2. If you'll excuse me for a couple minutes, I have to set this up. Oh, Blanchard. Howard. I don't want to rush. I don't want to get myself rushed and anxious, you know. He's a 3. Just take it nice and easy. Hello, good morning all. Got off to a little bit of a late start, but I really do appreciate you all coming on. And I'm just gonna write these in. As I go. Okay, there's Wood, Bruton, Kaline, Colavito. Wow, Cash, Burrows, Fernandez, Rourke. I'll be Rourke behind the plate. And Regan starting. Where's Rourke? Oh, here he is. And Regan is a 3 hitter. Take it easy. Good morning, all. Okay. 4 plus 2. All right. I want to just get this in, make this good. There. Oh. I'm going to go through the opening lineups before I pull up the crowd noise, if it's okay with all of you. And write them in as I go along. Leading off for the Yankees, Bobby Richardson. Again, this is the second of a 2-game series. Yankees at Detroit. Detroit took the first game. It's April 14 in our 62 replay. Richardson leads off at second. Tom Tresh batting second at short. Batting third is Roger Maris, and he will play right field. Batting cleanup, Mantle in center. Batting fifth and playing left, Johnny Blanchard. Batting fifth and catching, Elston Howard. Batting sixth at first base, Bill Skowron. Batting seventh at third base, Clete Boyer. And pitching and batting ninth, right-hander Ralph Terry, who came in relief in game 1 of their season and got a loss. I brought him in most likely because they did so in real world. So he's 0-1. For the Detroit Tigers, leading off at second base, Jake Wood. Batting second in center, Bill Bruton. Batting third in right, Al Kaline. He's a 1. Batting cleanup in left field, Rocky Colavito. A 2-5 E3. Batting fifth and playing first base, Norm Cash. Batting sixth at third, Steve Burrows. Batting seventh, At shortstop, Chico Fernandez. Batting eighth and catching, Mike Rourke. The pitching quotients for Terry, he's a +2, and Howard -4, he's a -2. And Regan, a 0. And we're ready to play ball. And thank you very much for your patience. Oh, that is good coffee, I'm telling you, in the morning. We're in Tiger Stadium. The Tigers, the Yankees won this one 11-5 in real world. And the Tigers take the field. Phil Regan on the mound. And leading it off, Bobby Richardson here. Still alive, Bobby Richardson. Okay, here's Regan. Oh. And the pitch to Richardson. Glad it's a Sunday. 4-4 right-handed, grounds to short X. Fernandez, 329. 329, 17, 3G1 gets to it. 612, 15, E29. And he throws him out. One away, we're underway. Here. And Tom Tresh is the batter. It's a little sad that the 69 replay is over, but all things must pass, and we're moving on now full throttle with 62. Here's the pitch to Tresh. 2-8. Struck. Here's Reagan now. And the pitch 3-9, right-handed. That's hit deep by Roger. Deep to right field, and it's gone. Maris has hit a home run here in the first, coming off his 61 season. He makes it 1-0. Yankees. Look at it again. 3-9. Clean. We do these real time. That is the second home run for Maris. In 3 games. And that makes it a 1-0 ball game. Now here's Mantle. After Regan served up a home run ball to Maris. Mantle switch hitter batting left. That's 2-3. And he flies it to right for Kaline. And the side is retired. 1 run, though, on the home run by Maris. After a half an inning, it's Yankees 1, and Tigers coming up. Terry on the mound. Jake Wood leads it off. Oh, that's good coffee. Okay, Terry is ready. Here's the pitch to Wood. Hold on. Make this a little better here. There we go. 4-3 right-handed, grounds it to first, and Skowron takes to the bag, 1 away. Now here's Bill Bruton. I'll tell you, the YouTube is really, on my end, is really a bad reception right now, but it should clear up. God. Bob Cole asks, just curious, what made you take on a huge project 69? Did you ever think of quitting, and what made you persevere? Whoa, that's a great question. Boy, I could talk about that for a long time, I'll tell you. But basically, I entered, it's a long story, you know, but I entered, the short answer is that I love 1969. I started playing after the pandemic, and I decided to do a replay. I doubted. I never really thought about seriously finishing it, and then as I went on, it got all. It seemed insurmountable to do, and it's just the time went on. Years passed, turned into 2 years and 3 years, and I hit the All-Star break, and I did quit. I should say I put it on pause for a couple of months at one point early on, and then I did pause for about 3 weeks at one point later. But, you know, Strat-O-Matic has helped me cope with my depression and anxiety. I'm serious. I have chronic depression, anxiety, so that helped me preserve. And also having nothing else to do, if you want me to be frank. And that's the answer. So it really was something. Thanks for asking. Good question, because I could go into much greater detail on all of that. 1 out. Here's Bill Bruton now. Terry, and the pitch. That is 4-9, left-handed. Oh, that's deep by Bruton, and that's gone. Bruton sends a rocket out to right field to tie up the ball game. It was a 4-9, left-handed, and it's clean. He has the power against right-handers. So Bruton sends a rocket out to tie up this game. He had 16 in 561. Yeah, it was really something. Bruton. Now this one, I'm really trying to enjoy this one. Thank you, Bob. Uh, I want to enjoy this. I always told myself also, it's not about finishing; it's about the process. Whenever whenever people would say, "How long is it going to take?" and this and that, and I would always say it, and I meant it. It's about the playing of the games and the enjoyment of the playing of the games. Screw the outcome, because I mean it's great. The World Series was great, uh, and being finished is great. But if you don't enjoy the games as you go along, it's not worth anything. You know what I'm saying? For Bruton, that's his first home run of the season. And boy, that was a rocket shot to right field. Yes, the former Milwaukee Brave, JD. Absolutely. And here's Al Kaline now. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch from Terry. 1-9, right-handed, walked him. So Kaline is on. Not being held. Here's Colavito. .312, right-handed, single 1-12. It's lined to short, caught by Tresh. 2 outs, and it's raining here. I love rain. I love rain in the morning. I love rain on a Sunday morning. Norm Cash now, 2 outs, Kaline on first. And the pitch from Terry. 6-7, left-handed, single 1-7, lines to second, caught by Richardson. The side is retired. But the Tigers even it up with their home run by Bill Bruton. After one, it's a 1-1 ball game. Love it. I don't know if you can all hear the rain. I don't know if you all hear the rain. It's beautiful. Simple things in life I enjoy. I will be back in about 2 minutes. I just need to get myself together, as it wasn't easy pulling this game together. That I woke up at 5 and got it going at 5:30 and did all the other stuff. I haven't showered, but I did all the other stuff, took my medicine and made my coffee and all that. I'll be back in just a minute or two. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Boy, it is nice out there. I love the rain out there. And the great thing about Strat-O-Matic today is that we can connect with one another in ways we could not as kids. For those of you who have played as a kid, here's Phil Regan on the mound. Top of the second, Johnny Blanchard will lead it off. Blanchard getting the start over Berra today. And like I said, I don't want to go into needless delays, but I'd like to just look to see. I imagine Berra was a left-handed hitter. Yeah, yes. And he can't hit left-handers. At least not in this stage in his career. And he did have 232 at bats, hit only 224. And I see why they bring Blanchard in. Well, wait a minute. I'm so sorry, it's early in the morning. But it looks like, because it's a right-handed pitcher, never mind. In any case. Okay, here's Regan, the pitch to Blanchard. Whoa! Whoa. Hello, Kathy. Kathy, a big Yankee fan. Good morning. That's 412, left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Regan. Kathy Harden for the Yanks. Now here's Howard. Howard had a monster year in 61. He hit 348 as I recall. He was still great at 2. Minus forearm, E1, and a fine hitter. Here's Howard, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Howard. That's 3-7, right-handed, grounds it to second for Wood, 2 outs. Just to remind everybody, Yankees came in first, of course. The Tigers finished 4th with 85 wins. So they're a good, I guess you would call them above average team. Yankees won 96 games. And of course their manager is Ralph Hauk. Howard now. Pitch from Regan. That's 6-3, right-handed. Fly ball left X. Calavito 3. He gets to it. 6-12-15, E3. Oh, and he drops the ball. Oh my, he dropped the ball. It was a 6-12-15. E3. Hey, folks, no wonder I wasn't getting good reception. I was on cellular. That happens in here. Now we should be good, folks. Okay, so that's rare for me to forget to switch it to Wi-Fi. That was a 17 F3 for Calavito, and then the E3. It's an E2. I'm sorry. There it goes. 61215 E3. So really, it's an F3 E2, a two-base error by Calavito. Now the reception, no wonder it was bad. And that should give me another lesson as to why to avoid using the cellular when I'm playing games. Okay, Boyer comes up, clutch situation. Regan on second, 2 outs with the error. The pitch to Boyer. 5-11 walked him. Regan puts Boyer on. It's first and second, 2 outs, and here's Ralph Terry. He's a 3 WR. Excuse me. Clutch situation. That is 2-7, and he struck him out. And that will retire the side for the Yankees. In the top of the second, no runs, no hits. The two-base error by Calavito, then the walk to Boyer, both left on, middle of the second. It's a 1-1 game. Terry takes the mound, 0-1 on the year. Got the loss in their opening day in relief, in which he pitched in real world, I believe. Terry will face Burrows here in the bottom of the second. That's 5-7, right-handed, grounds it to second X. Richardson, a 115. (115), 9-1. He gets it. 3-4-5-7. E15, and he throws him out. 1 down for Chico Fernandez. Chico steps in. The pitch from Terry. 3-11. Grounds it to first. Skowron takes it to the bag. 2 away. And now Mike Rourke is the batter. (5-5), right-handed, struck him out. So a nice inning for Ralph Terry, 1-2-3, with his first strikeout. 2 innings. It's a 1-1 game. The special thing about this replay, in contrast to the 69 replay, I would like to say, is that I'm broadcasting every game from the start. Whereas for the 69, I played solitaire offline until late July in the schedule. So this should be interesting to see how we transpire. And having all games broadcast, to me, is a feat in itself, because it takes longer to play a game when I broadcast it, obviously. Sometimes just a little longer. I'm not worried about speed. Okay, top of the order, top of the third for the Yankees. Richardson leads it off. 6-8, right-handed. That's a base hit for Richardson to lead it off. 6-8, right-handed. Richardson is on, being held. He's not going to go for the lead. Here's Tresh. Why not have Tresh lay it down, huh? Infield back. Still an A. It's hit to first. And I'm going to tell you one of my other goals. That's 11. A pops it up to first. Cash has it, 1 out, so that didn't work for Tresh. Here's Maris now. I want to learn all the other super advanced features, rules. I don't do them all. I don't do outfield in. I think that would burn me a lot. I could see doing that with 2 outs in the 9th, but maybe if that's the winning run. But there's other robbing home runs. There's other things that I'd like to slowly pick back in. Okay, here's Maris, who homered in the first. 1 out, Richardson on first. Pitch to Maris, 6'8", left-handed. There is a base hit for Maris. Richardson rounds second, goes to third. So the Yankees have first and third, 1 out here. And here's Mantle. Mantle flew to right. Infield is playing it back for the double play. They would like to avoid a big inning. Here's the pitch. That's 110. Oh, it's a base hit. Up the middle for Mantle. Richardson scores. A run batted in for Mantle. Maris goes to second. Let's see if he'll stretch it. 1-14. 1-13 with the hold. 1-14. He'll hold. And Johnny Blanchard is the batter. 2-1 Yankees. Okay, Blanchard now. The pitch from Regan. 4-2 left-handed. Flies it to right. That'd be the option for Maris to tag, but we won't. It's caught by Kaline, 2 outs. And here's Howard, clutch situation. 2-6. That is a clutch situation reversal for Howard. My goodness. He pops it up to short. And Fernandez makes the catch. The side is retired. There it is for you. 2-6 single with the clutch. It was a clutch situation. Those singles are perverted into pop-outs. And the side is retired. It was 1 run, though, for the Yankees on 3 singles and 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Ralph Terry. And Regan will lead it off. Regan, his first plate appearance in this game, in the season. 6'4". Right-handed, grounds it to third X for Boyer. 123. .123, 19-1 gets to it. 2-4-5 rare play. A G1 rare play. Tell me it's a deflection. It is not really a rare play. He grounds out. So that's the thing. If there's no runners on base, one away. And here's Jake Wood. Wood 0 for 1. 4-8, and that's a base hit for Wood. A 1-out single Wood is on. He had 24 out of 27 stolen. He's being held. 1-19, 1-17, 1-15 with that hold. Here's Bruton now. The pitch from Terry. 1-8, and he grounds it to second. Richardson steps on the bag and has no throw to first, so Bruton is safe. 2 outs. And here's Kaline. Bruton being held. Pitch from Terry. 5-7, right-handed, grounds to second X. That's for Richardson. He's great. 115. Great second baseman. 115, 3-1, G2 with the hold. Oh boy. Let's see if he's responsible. It's a right-handed hitter. He is responsible. My goodness. It's an S2. That's an S2. Let me just check this here with Kaline. Checking the instant replay, folks. It happens. Just to be sure. Yeah, the roll is, that is the correct roll. So on second base, it was a 3-1 G2 pound. See, that's why I have to write it down. And we still check for the error, 5-8-10. I believe we still check for the error, 5-8-10 E15. So it will be an S2, and that will bring in a run, a base hit. You can't keep holding people forever. Actually, he goes to third and holds. I'm sorry. First and third, 2 outs. You can't hold people forever and think you can get away with it all the time. It got past Richardson. Now Colavito comes up in a clutch situation. Looking to tie this ball game up, at least. Here's Terry. And the pitch to Colavito. That's 1-9. Oh, my. It's hit well. Oh, it bounces and hits the wall for a double. Bruton scores the tying run. Kaline goes to third. Let's see if he'll stretch it. It's to center. One to 16, 2 outs, 1-18. Maris 1-15, and I don't think I was holding anybody. Not anymore. They will let him score. That's Kaline 1-16, 1-18. I think it's 1-19, and then 1-16. Well, they'll throw. Why not? With 2 outs, we'll throw. 1-19, 1-16, and he is out. Oh, what a throw by Mantle. Kaline thrown out at the plate. And that, again, we'll check it for you. 1-16. Even if we were holding, not holding, it would be 1-17. And 2 outs, 1-19. And then with Mantle, 1-16. So even with to the Tigers' advantage on that, he was thrown out and the side is retired. What a beautiful throw by Mantle. He still has the arm. He's a -3. And after 3, it's still a 1-1 ball. It's a 1-1 ball game. They did get 1 run. And it's a tie ball game at 2. We'll take a little break here if you don't mind. Get myself organized and get back to things. I want to welcome everybody on this morning. Sunday morning. I don't know if it's rainy where you are. It's rainy here. And welcome you to the Strat-O-Matic network. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Oh shit.
How long have these meal kits been in my fridge? 1 week.
Let's get some more coffee. I find 1 cup every 3 innings works nicely for me. Oh. Well, Jeffrey Guterman back here in Studio B in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we're heading to the top of the 4th. Phil Regan got into trouble in the 3rd, allowing 3 base hits, and allowed a run, the 2nd run. Also allowed the home run to Maris, his 2nd of the year. Leading it off for New York is the Bill Skowron. Here's Regan. And the pitch to Moose, 1-3. It's a ballpark slash. We'll take a look at our ballpark effects. In New York, let's pull out our 62 sheet, as our 69 is no longer needed. There it is. Ballpark slash in New York. That's with Moose, right-handed hitter, 819. That's a liner to short. Caught by Fernandez. It's a 1 on left, 1-4 on right. Home runs for left-handers, 1-19 in Yankee. That's short right field. And then a 1, because it's deep in left, against right-handers. That's going to be a line out to Chico Fernandez. 1 down. And here's Cletus Boyer. Boyer walked in the 2nd and was left on. Pitch from Regan. That's 2-6, right-handed, struck him out. He's got a few of them on his card. Look at that. Against right-handers. He struck out 106 times. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Ralph Terry now. He struck out in the 2nd. And the pitch to Terry. That's 6-2. Right-handed. Oh, that's a ballpark blast, but he has W power. Oh, Lord, off Reagan. It's a base hit for Terry. Good thing he is a 3 WR for the Tigers. On a 6-2, right-handed. That's converted with W power, which is what he has. Here's Richardson now. Terry on first, 2 outs. 6-9, right-handed. Oh my. It's hit well by Richardson, but he has W power. And home run 1-10, it's a 2. That'll be a base hit. 2 asterisks. Terry will go to 3rd. So, Tigers lucking out on that. 6-9. Hitting those home run spots. It's how Reagan let up a lot of home runs. 23 in 171. That's a high ratio, fairly high ratio in my book. Richardson being held with the asterisk. Yankees have first and third, 2 outs. Clutch situation here for Tresh. Switch hitter batting left against Regan. That's 5-6. Left-handed, pops it up to second. And Jake Wood makes the catch, and Regan gets out of that. No runs, 2 hits. It was a 2-out rally, if you will, with 2 base hits. Middle of the fourth, it's a 2-2 ball game. I'm going to be getting some of my pens delivered today. The good news, by 10 p.m., it's not out for delivery yet, but the good news is that they are, I'm doing fine with what I have, but this will hold us for a long time. I think I ordered 12 or so. Also, a quick perusal of Google News to make sure I'm not missing anything huge in real world. There's lots of things that have happened, but nothing that is really going to get me involved. It's a crazy world. Okay, Terry takes the mound. Bottom of the fourth, Tigers batting. And Rocky, Norm Cash will lead it off. Here's Terry now. The pitch to Cash. That's 1-7, and he walked him. Cash is on. And here's Steve Burrows. Burrows has power. And both sides. That's 5-6, right-handed. Grounds it to short. This could be 2. Tresh to Richardson. And then over to Skowron for the double play by the Yankees. 5-6, right-handed. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Chico now. The pitch from Terry. 6-6, struck him out. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Cash, leadoff walk. And none left after the double play. It's 2-2 after 4. I'm a sort of an extremist, folks, in terms of thinking, sometimes in behavior. Maybe extremism isn't the right word, but I have a mind to play Strat-O-Matic all day today. It gets tiring eventually. Just sitting is not good for you. Top of the 5th, Maris leads it off for the Yankees. He's 2 for 2. Solo home run in the first, singled in the third. Here's Regan now. The pitch to Maris. 4-10, left-handed, ballpark slash. That might go through. Left-hander. No, it doesn't. Oh, what a beautiful catch made by Jake Wood on a single 1 against left-handed hitting. Wow. Let's give credit where credit is due. Wood makes the catch. 1 out. Here comes Mantle. Mantle knocked in the second run with a single. Regan winds and the pitch to Mantle. 4-5, switch hitter batting left, grounds to short X. Fernandez, 329. The only thing that really slows the game in Strat-O-Matic is the X rolls. And you got to live with it. 14-3, G2, he gets to it. Fernandez at short, E29, 6-9, 10. And he throws him out. 2 away. And here's Johnny Blanchard. As I recall, he was a part-timer for the 61 Yankees, but he had a lot of home runs, over 20, I think. I could be wrong. But he's still not a bad home run hitter. He only hit 232 this year in real world. Blanchard 0 for 2, 2 outs, nobody on. 2-6, and that is a fly to center. It was double 1-6, fly to center, and under it is Bruton, and he makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Phil Regan, who eventually went to the Cubs. Middle of the fifth, 2-2 game. Ralph Terry on the mound. His first endurance is the 8th, and Reagan's is the 7th. Leading it off is Mike Rourke. Regan comes out on deck. That's 1-7, right-handed, grounder to short. Tresh has it, throws to Skowron, 1 out. Here's Regan. Four 8, right-handed, triple 1-7, and it's a base hit. Regan. Oh, thank you, Bob. Yeah, it's always welcome, Bob. Thanks for that. Always welcome to get. Of course, I could always look this stuff up. It's accessible to everybody, but how nice. It's 1 out, Regan is on. And a good idea is to look at the rosters the first time a pitcher gets on base to make sure to see if they have running rating on the roster. Regan does. He's a 1-12. And this is a rare exception where I would write on the card. Okay, we have Terry. Terry does not have a running rating, so he would default at 1-10. So Regan 1-12 on first. And here's Jake Wood. Where do you live, Bob? I'm in Fort Lauderdale. The pitch to Wood. 1-7 right hand. You don't have to tell us if you'd rather not say. Wood walks first and second. Now Bill Bruton is the batter. Bruton hit the home run in the first. Reached on a force and scored the second run in the third. First and second, 1 out. Terry. The pitch to Bruton. 2-9. Grounds it to first. That should end the double. That should end the inning. First and second. And it does. It's going to be Skowron stepping on the bag and throwing to Richardson at second to double up Wood, and the side is retired. Second double play for the Yankees today. No runs in the bottom of the fifth. One hit, a walk, and one left. After 5, it's still a 2-2 ball game. Terry 3.19 and Regan 4.04 ERAs. Wow, Quebec, and you grew up in Montreal. Wow, nice. Top of the 6th. It will be Howard, Skowron, and Boyer. I'm curious from all of you. That's just a question. I'm always interested. I think for me, the desktop or a tablet is probably the best way to view the games. But if all you have is a smartphone, that's fine. I also use the large TV on some occasions to watch things on YouTube. Here's Elston Howard, and it's voluntary, but I would appreciate if any of you are willing to share what you're watching this game on right now. Howard is 0 for 2. Regan. The pitch to Howard. 2-6. And that's a base hit for Howard to lead it off. His first hit of the ball game. A 2-6 right-handed. Howard is on. Not being held. And here's Bill Moose Skowron coming up to the plate. You're home. You're on your TV. I didn't know you can live chat on a TV. I didn't see any ability to do that. Here's Skowron now, with Howard on first, no outs. Appreciate the input, Bob. And the pitch 4-3, right-handed, fly ball right X. That'll be for Maris at 2-3. Is there a way to do that? Two, 3, 9, 2. Maris gets to it. 6, 9, 10, E3. And he makes the catch. It's going to be an F2 with a runner on first. And Howard will hold. So it's 1 out. Here's Clete Boyer now. Boyer. Pitch from Regan, 3-7. Base hit Boyer. To left. Howard probably hold. Yes, he will. 1-10. First and second, one out, and Terry is the batter. Terry is an A bunter. A 3 WR. We'll let him hit away. Getting this getting this damn thing buffering on me at times on the desktop. Good morning, JC. You mostly watch on your phone, sometimes laptop. Thank you. That helps a lot, JC. Just my curiosity. I have on my analytics, I could look it up, but it doesn't tell me who. I like to know what you're doing it on. Okay, here's Regan. The pitch to Terry. That's 2-8, and he struck him out. That's the 5th strikeout for Regan. 2 down, and Richardson comes up in a clutch situation. A 302 hitter. Wow. Okay, here's Regan now. From the stretch. Pitch to Richardson. 5-8. Right-handed. Fly ball center. This should end the inning. Under it is Bruton to make the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits for the Yankees, both left on. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's a 2-2 ball game. Right. Terry comes out now. We're all tied up. Kaline will lead it off. He walked, singled, and then was thrown out by Mickey Mantle, trying to come home from first on the double after Bruton had already scored. Here's Terry now, the pitch to Kaline. 5-11, right-handed, fly ball left X. Blanchard a 4-4, which is not good. The first 4. Second 4 is good if he gets to it. 6-4, but it drops in, base hit. He couldn't get to it. 6-12-17. And that will be a leadoff single by Kaline. Blanchard couldn't get to it. Kaline is on. Not being held with just a 2. Here's Calavito now. Terry from the stretch. That's 6-11, right-handed. That's a slash. But it's going to be a line out. Too short. Caught by Tresh, 1 down. Here's Norm Cash. Pitch from Terry. 2-10. Right-handed, grounds it to first. And the Moose steps on the bag, throws it to first for the inning-ending double play. That's the 3rd double play that the Yankees have turned in this game. We've gone 6 innings, and we have a good ball game here. It's 2-2. And we'll take a break for 2 or 3 minutes and get right back to it. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Strat-O-Matic Network, and we're doing the 1962 replay, and we're in on April 14 in 62. Second of a two-game series. Yankees at Detroit. Detroit took the first game. And we will be back in just a couple minutes with a third cup of coffee on my end and continuing the ball game. Indeed. All right, we're back. And we have a nice close ball game here, 2-2 through 6 on a beautiful Sunday morning here. And Phil Regan will start his first endurance inning, and he'll face the heart of this Yankees lineup. It'll be Tresh, Maris, and Mantle. That is good coffee, I'm telling you. I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but that is tasty. Okay, Tresh steps in, switch hitter, batting left. He's 0 for 3. Here's Regan. That's 6-4, left-handed catcher X. Rourke is a 1-8. Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't really even think of it. He's a 1-0-8. I'm gonna have to look at him closer. That's a 1-1. Shouldn't be a problem. Nobody on. This might be a squib single. 5-2 10-14. WS. It is a squib single. It's right in front of the plate, and he picked it up and did not make a throw. That's a sign of a good catcher to avoid an error. He realized that Tresh would beat it out. Mike Rourke died in 2019, age 88. First year in baseball was 61. This last year. He only played 4 years. Wow. Okay. But he was a 1 this year and only had 136 at bats. Okay. So Tresh is on. And here's Maris. He's not being held. Just beautiful. Here's Regan now from the stretch. Maris 2 for 3. The home run and the base hits. Pitch to Maris, 5-6, left-handed, pops it up to second. And Wood makes the catch, 1 away. Now Mantle, he's 1 for 3 with a run batted in. From the stretch, Reagan. 3-9. Walked him. Look at those walks. Wow. That's one way to pitch to Mantle. Don't give him anything to hit. 3-9. A lot of times that's an intentional, unintentional walk, if you will. He walked 122 times. Only 377 at bats. Wow, look at this card, this basic card. Wow. So it's first and second with 1 out, and here comes Blanchard. He's 0 for 3 today. Regan is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Whoa, that is a re-roll. That is a re-roll. Because the die did not go through the tower and I saw it, so we don't even look. We don't even look. 6-4, left-handed, another catcher X for Rourke. Again, 1-8. This could be a problem for the Tigers. 1-8, 9-1. Oh, it's popped up. Rourke. E8, 8-8. And he makes the catch. 2 away on a PO. For the Regan will try to get out of this and maintain the bullpen. Here's the pitch to Howard. 1-5. Oh Lord, it's smacked into left field, into the gap of left center, and it's dropping. Tresh scores. Mantle, who has speed, rounding third. And they will let him score, I'm pretty sure. That's a 1-5 right-handed double. Calavito is a -5, though. Okay. Mantle, 1-17, 1-18, 1-20, 1-15. With that arm by Calavito, and Mantle will come home. Here's the throw from Calavito. 1-15, he is safe. A 2-run double. Howard went to third on the throw. A big clutch double by Elston Howard. Make it 4-2. And that's it for Regan. Have a little break in the action here. Regan reaches fatigue here in the 7th. He pitched 6 2/3. Now the loser of record. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. He walked 1, struck out 5, pitched decent baseball up until here. And he's responsible for Howard on third, 2 outs. And let's see who's coming in. These are the folks who were used in real world. Gallagher, Casal, Kaline, and Aguirre. Still a fairly close ball game. We use it as a guideline. Casal pitched in this game. Aguirre pitched in this game. I have a mind to bring Aguirre in. And Gallagher, yeah, we'll bring Aguirre in. They're all carded. Aguirre, I'm sorry. I was corrected sometime recently. It's Aguirre. A left-handed pitcher, and a right-handed hitter. Aguirre comes in. He's a 0 with Rourke. And we're keeping stats. There's no reason why we can't just open up our stats and take a peek to see if he has any record. He does not. In fact, this is his first appearance of the year in this early part of the season. He's taking his warm-ups. Aguirre, he is a left-hander. And he'll face Skowron, Boyer, and Richardson. But it's 2 outs. Okay, Aguirre is ready. Here's Skowron now. 2 outs. Howard on third, 4-2 Yankees. The pitch from Aguirre. That's 1-5. Oh my. It's hit deep by Skowron to left center, and it's gone. First pitch from Aguirre is knocked out of here by Moose Skowron. Moose, it was a 1-5 left-handed clean. The run by Howard charged to Regan. Regan ends up allowing 5 earned. It's now a 6-2 game. Moose, indeed. That is the first home run of the season for Moose. Early going. Moose had 23 real world, so we're going to see him pop a home run from time to time. Okay, here's Clete Boyer now. 2 outs, nobody on. That's the good news for Detroit. And it is a 6-2 game. Yankees with 4 runs here in the 7th. Aguirre, the pitch to Boyer. That's 2-11, left-handed, ballpark slash. Tough to get one through though. Right-handed, and it is lined to short, caught by Chico Fernandez. and the side is retired. 4 runs for the Yankees. 4 hits. The 2-run home run by Skowron. And it's 6-2 heading to the bottom of the 7th. Here's Terry now. Terry's first endurance is the 8th. He had 299 innings pitched. Burrows leading it off. There is action again in the Detroit bullpen as they'll seek a pinch hitter for Aguirre. Pitch to Burrows, 5-10, right-handed, grounds to short X. Tresh, 323. 1-3, that's going to go through. An S2 base hit. He couldn't get to it, Tresh. 6-10-14. A leadoff single by Burrows. Burrows on. It's a borderline whether to hold. Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, you're right. You're right. It is not you. It's... Yeah, Bob, thank you. And what we're going to do is... we didn't have any ballpark blasts, I don't believe. We had ballpark singles. We have to incorporate that error into the game. And it happens, Bob. And we accept it. However, this one we will correct. You're right. Here's Boyer. I'm looking at the replay with Burrows spatting. There it is. It's a 5. Burrows, right-handed, Detroit, and that will go through for a base hit. Well, it was a single anyway. I don't know how that happened. Now, let's look what happens here with... I'm looking at Burrows. Hold on. That's 5-10. That was an X. It's on Fernandez. Exactly, Bob. And we don't start, catastrophizing. I don't. I have an a priori view. Okay, it's Chico Fernandez. I'm looking at the replay. Okay, we're just going to go ahead with Chico up at the plate, and we'll look at Detroit. I really believe this, playing a game this many times, Bob, and the Big Cat, errors are inevitable. We try to keep them low. But if they happen, we have to understand that this is a replay, there's randomness, and we build them in. It's built into the replay. Maybe you would think that's a rationalization. Here's Chico Fernandez, 6-2 Yanks. The pitch from Terry. 2-6 right-handed. That's hit well by Chico. Oh my, a double into the gap. Burrows goes to third. It was a 2-6 right-handed, almost hit a home run, but it hit the wall. It's Mantle getting it. Burrows 1-14, 1-15, 1-12 will hold. And Mike Rourke is the batter. A 213 hitter. And And I really feel very strongly about that. About that viewpoint. But I appreciate people. Play forward, JC. Exactly. Exactly. Dick Brown caught in on the next game for the Tigers, and therefore we have him. He's quite available. He will come in for Rourke, and we're going to have a pinch hitter for Rourke, and I don't believe it's going to be Dick Brown. Rourke, a 213 hitter. They probably would have let him hit not knowing he was 213. Wow, Vic Wertz pinch hit in this game. Wow. And he's a 324 hitter with 105 at bats. We will use him. Whoa. Vic Wertz, who hit the fly ball caught by Mays. The famous catch. Brown will come in to catch. Here's Wertz now. Tigers down by 4, and we don't even know how many times that happened. Thank you. Thank you, JC. That means a lot to me. Really does. Okay, here's Terry now. Again, his first endurance is the 8. The pitch to Wertz. That's 2-7, right-handed. Struck him out. And for Terry, that is his 3rd strikeout. Now there'll be a hitter for Gire. Pitched 1/3, allowed the home run to Howard, the 2-run home run. Let's see who's going to hit here. Maxwell pinch hit, Bubba Morton pinch hit. I just don't want to get caught using someone who wasn't even on the team yet. So I do like to follow these, and I have no problem using Morton. I don't see a Charlie Maxwell carded. But Morton will be adequate. And some of you may remember Bubba. I think he was on the Angels in our 69 replay. I'm not certain though. Okay, here's Bubba. Right-handed hitter. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. I did not specify. The default is the infield back. Down by, with a 4-run lead, they'll keep it back, the Yankees. Okay, here's Morton. Terry, and the pitch. That is 5-8, right-handed, lines it to short, caught by Tresh. Big out, 2 away. And now here's Jake Wood in a clutch situation. It's a real shame if they can't come through here. The pitch from Terry. 3-9, grounds to short. Tresh fields it, and he throws it to Skowron, and the side is retired. No runs, with 2nd and 3rd and no outs. They left them both on. It's 6-2 after 7, and there will be a new pitcher for the Tigers. And again, we're going to look at who was used in real world. Kaline. I think Kaline is sufficient. 4.31 ERA. Ron Klein. He was in our 69 replay also, I think. He's a 0. And now with Brown, a -2. Brown is a 3 -2 E1 with a T rating of 1 to 12. So Ron Klein coming in to take his warm-ups. He'll be the third pitcher for the Tigers. The interesting thing, yeah, JC, you know, I think I'll type this. I mean, I don't want to get too heavy on this, but I think some errors are not even detected by players, meaning Strat-O-Matic players. So identifying an error is a good thing. It gives you an opportunity to correct it, but also learn from it. And if you believe ignorance is bliss, which I kind of do, but I don't think it's a good practice as a rule of thumb to turn your attention away from things in life. It's a good thing. So here's Ron Klein, and he's ready, and Terry will hit. It's a 6-2 ball game. Top of the 8th, Terry 1 for 3, singled and struck out. Here's Klein. I remember, just as a little aside, I was playing my cousin, introducing him to Strat-O-Matic, and we played a game. And we noticed in the 3rd inning that he had not been moving his cards. So he was rolling for the same player every at bat. And he detected it, and then I detected it, and I said, let's quit. It was his first time. We quit the game. Here's the pitch to Terry from third pitcher Ron Klein, 4-4 right-handed, grounds it to third, Burrows 433. Now, it's a good thing not to do it during a World Series game. I'll tell you that, or an important game, really. 14-4. He gets to it, G2. E33, 6-9, 12. And he throws him out. So Terry is retired, 1 out here, top of the 8th. Yankees looking to hold on and get their first win of the season. Right now they're in the cellar, but of course we are so early on, folks. It's not even worth really making a big deal about that. Here's the pitch to Richardson, 2 for 4 today. From Klein, 110 right-handed, pops it up to second for Wood, 2 outs. And here's Tom Tresh. (2-9). Grounds it back to Klein. He fields it and throws it to first. A 1-2-3 inning for nice job. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. I have a cup of coffee I think I'm going to pour as Terry comes out in his first endurance inning. Terry has allowed 2 runs. 8 hits. He's walked 3, struck out 3. Really? That sounds like fun, Brian. Really? It'll be Bruton leading it off after I get a cup. You know, I'd like to go. I like demos games, and I like baseball demos. I'm going to check to see. Now, sometimes he does not have his games listed if it's live. No, he doesn't have anything listed in terms of upcoming. So it's hard to, you know, I have him, I'm subscribed to him, so I see when he's doing stuff. A game 7, wow. Let's get some coffee here. The error that I made in this game just reminds me to be damn sure I get the ballpark effect. The correct ballpark. And that's not the first time I've done that. And it probably won't be the last. 7 p.m. Awesome. Oh, inside pitch. I know he does inside pitch. I appreciate that he would do another game. Okay, here's Terry facing Bruton, the heart of the Tiger order. They're down by 4, bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Bruton, 6-6 left-handed. Grounds it to second for Richardson. 1 out. A 6-6 left-handed. Here's Kaline. Big hand for Kaline. Kaline 2 for 2 and a walk. 5-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That's Richardson 115. It's hard to beat that. 7-1, G1 gets to it. E15, 6-10, 11. 2 outs, 2 ground balls to Richardson at second, and now nobody on. Rocky Colavito, the batter. Terry in his first endurance inning here. He pitched a lot this year, 299 innings pitched in real world. Colavito 1 for 3, doubled in the 3rd, knocked in a run. Kaline was thrown out. Coming home. 4-10 right-handed, pops it up to short. Tresh under it. And it's a 1-2-3. Terry looks as strong as ever in the 8th. It's 6-2 Yanks after 8. And Kaline, in his second inning, he retired the Yankees in order. Will face Maris, Mantle, and Blanchard. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, the Tigers will bring up Cash, Burrows, and Chico Fernandez. Here's Kaline now. Pitch to Maris. 4-7, left-handed, single 1-6. It goes through. Base hit Maris, his 3rd hit of the ball game. We're not going to hold him. Look at him with a 2. That seems like a waste of time, doesn't it, folks? You know, you got to roll that to see if you can get the lead. Here's Mantle, switch hitter. Mantle 1 for 3, singled, knocked in a run, walked and scored. Pitch from Kaline. 5-7, switch hitter, batting left, struck him out. I think it's an analogy I just thought of, but playing multiple baseball games like Demos does is sort of like learning a second language or speaking multiple languages. It might be good for your play, but anyway, that was probably not even worth sharing. Maris on first, not being held, 1 out. Here's Blanchard now. Pitch from Kaline. 4-10. And there's a slash, and here's where we can look at Detroit. It's a 1. In Detroit, that'll go through for a base hit. So we have that corrected, thanks to Bob. First and second, 1 out. And here's Howard now. Kaline's first endurance would be the next inning. Oh, absolutely, JC, I know. I was watching your video where you mentioned, we're talking about that, and then you chatted with me about that in one of my games. First on second, 1 out. Pitch to Howard. 3-7, right-handed, grounds it to second. This might be the double play. I should know this by heart now, that first and second A is a double play. And the side is out. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. I don't want to even bias you, JC, by making a suggestion, because I think it's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? I could make a suggestion to fix that, but again, I've been that way myself, where I've played a game in my 1911 replay because I was bored with what I was doing, or my 64 replay. And those 2 replays are suspended, if you will. Here's Norm Cash now. Go ahead, okay. There's 1T and commit. Okay, here's Terry now with Cash. It'll be Cash, Burrows, and Fernandez. 6-2 Yankees on the verge of their first win on the season. You take it or leave it, buddy. Or play multiple replays. Play 2. I think more than 2 is a lot to do. If you hope to finish one of them, or both of them. Here's Terry, the wind-up, the pitch to Cash. Certainly a first-world problem. 2-6, walked him. So Terry walks Cash. And here's Burrows. From the stretch, Terry. And the pitch. That's 2-3, right-handed, ballpark blast. Whoa. It's 7. Burrows has end power, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Steve Burrows. And it's a good thing we're looking on Detroit because that would have maybe died in left field in Yankee. Yeah. It's now a 6-4 game. Let's look at that again. It was a 2-3 ballpark blast. Everything else is ignored. And it was a 7. And in Detroit, that is gone. And he's got the power. Burrows hit 16 in only 356. And that's Burrows' first home run of the year. They're going to keep Terry in, see if he could finish this off. He has not reached fatigue yet, but he's one hit or walk away. Let me see who's warming in the Yankee bullpen. Just Coates and Arroyo pitched in real world. Arroyo isn't so great. I think he had a better year in 61. And Coates is not so great either. But they used him. I used Bridges last game, won't do that again. God. I could use Bud Daly, who did not pitch. That would make most sense to me. Bud Daly, but he is a left-hander. Let's have him warming, and let's have Coates, the right-hander, warming. Okay, Daly, the left-hander, and Coates, the right-hander. No outs, nobody on. Chico Fernandez, the batter. Brown, who came in to catch, is on deck. Okay, here's Terry trying to maintain endurance. Here's the windup, the pitch to Chico. That is 1-9, right-handed, struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Terry. And here's Dick Brown. He will hit. Right-handed hitter. Two is good. If you say 2 is your sweet spot, meaning play two replays and alternate as based on your desires. You can alternate days. You could play one of them 2 days in a row, a whole week in a row, go back to the other one. And then you could also play from other replays or other games based on your whims if you want some variety from those 2 replays. But if you're interested in completing a replay, commit to the 2 replays. Absolutely commit to them. Here's Dick Brown now. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Terry. The pitch to Brown. 6-7, right-handed, struck him out. That's 2 in a row. Terry trying to finish it by striking out the side. There'll be a hitter now for Kaline. It's a 6-4 ball game. Dick McAuliffe is coming out to hit. a left-handed hitter. He had 471 at bats. I'm not sure exactly why he is not starting, other than he might be hurt. His first season was 60. Only had 27 at bats. He had 285 at bats in 61, and he was basically a full timer, except in instances when he was hurt. He was hurt. He played the first 2 months of 69, and then I think he broke his wrist. I always liked Dick McAuliffe. So McAuliffe will come in. I used to appreciate his batting stance. So here's McAuliffe with 2 outs, nobody on. Left-handed hitter. Terry gets the sign from Howard. Here's the windup. The pitch to McAuliffe. And that's 4-6 left-handed. Struck him out. So what a way for Ralph Terry to finish off the game by striking out the side. Really, and he had, looking at his ratio on Terry, pretty about average, maybe a little above average, not a big strikeout pitcher. I'll be back with a recap in just a minute. Well, that just about does it for this ball game. That does do it for this ball game. The final is Yankees 6, Tigers 4. Tigers tried to mount a comeback there in the ninth with a 2-run home run by Burroughs, his first of the year. There were also home runs. Maris, his second. Bruton, Skowron, their first. Terry went all the way. 4 runs, 6 strikeouts, 3 of them in the last inning. Regan got hit pretty hard by the Yanks and lasted into the 7th and then became fatigued. Aguirre finished the inning off, but not before he allowed a home run. One of the runs charged to Regan. The final line, Yankees, 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Tigers, 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. First win of the season for the Yankees. Now the Yankees and Tigers have identical records. According to the schedule, and I have to see, when I wake up in the morning and I start playing a game, and I see, now I'm looking at the text. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, JC. I appreciate all of you being here. To Big Cat, all of your input, and just spending time here with me and everybody else. Really, I get into the feeling like, I'd like to play Strat-O-Matic all day. I'm not sure. But I'm going to input this into the record books with the statistics that I'm keeping very methodically and slowly. And set up the second game of the day, the next game of the day. And according to this schedule, It is the White Sox with Buzzhart at the Kansas City A's Walker. It is scheduled for 2 p.m. I might play it this morning and go ahead and schedule another game for the afternoon. And if I'm going to go do that, just to let you know, that game would be the Milwaukee Braves at the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's not on my landing page yet. It's Warren Spahn for the Braves. That strikes me as peculiar. And Johnny Padres for the Dodgers. To have Spahn still pitching, and have Stan Musial still playing. I think this was Musial's final year. Let me see. Maybe he played a little in 63. He did. Oh, Lord. He hit 330 in 62, which is amazing. He was age, how old was he? 1913, 23, 33, 39 or so in this replay. And then at age 40, he played again, but that was it. And he hit 255. He was just one of the greats. 331 lifetime average, 3,630 lifetime hits. So that does it for me, folks. You can look on my landing page to see when the Milwaukee Dodger game will play. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I will catch you all next time.